Hello, and welcome to your general weekly reading for the week beginning April 2nd, 2018. This week I will be using the Mystic Faerie Tarot cards by Linda Ravenscroft and also connecting into the energies so we can understand what we can expect. So happy April. Holy shit, can we believe that it's 4 months into 2018 already? It's insane. This time is just flying by. One thing that they did want me to bring up is to talk about something that doesn't really get talked about too often, but I have always found it to be very true in my life. So my birthday is this week, and hold the applause. I'm not saying that for the birthday wishes, but more to talk to you a bit about my own experience and the experience that I can see with my clients and friends and all of that in their lives. So when you have a birthday, about 6 weeks before your birthday, you have a rapid amount of lessons, of energy coming in, of experiences. It can be very intense. And so this is actually why people put so much pressure around their birthdays, is because they're feeling so much pressure from the outside world and also from the inside world, because all of your lessons that you were supposed to be learning for the past year is all compressed into the last 6 weeks, so that either you can relearn it or you can make sure that you're still going to carry on those learnings from that lesson into your next year of life, or it can be an opportunity for you to learn lessons that you perhaps totally missed in the first place. So it is a really good time, it's a good learning experience and all of that stuff, but it can be really intense just because all of the BS that you went through in your life that year is all compiled and all kind of comes back around once more the last 6 weeks of your birthday. So I'm saying this, if your birthday is coming up soon, just keep that in mind. If you're finding the energy to be a bit intense for you, or your life is a bit more challenging, or if your birthday, is in the future, it's good to keep that in mind. If you are feeling a certain way or you're feeling a bit tense about it, just know that it's kind of all about the experience, and just take whatever time you need to, journal those feelings. Make sure that those things that are coming up for you, that you're really acting out of love and you're acting in a way that's going to serve you long term and isn't going to hinder your growth. So if a certain situation keeps coming up for you in your life, make sure that you approach it differently. Keep approaching things differently until they stop coming around, because clearly you're not learning what you need to be learning here. So just change your approach a little bit and always come forward with love. Yes. Anything else on that? Yeah, the weekly energy feels a bit flat. I think there'll be lots of information coming in. We have started, a new astrological calendar year, which always kind of calls in a brand new set of energy. It's like another kind of new year. And this energy that we're in right now is very fiery, very passionate, very driven. So you might find that winter slumber for you is actually come to an end and that you're ready to go full steam ahead. So congratulations, carry on, continue to go forward. Just make sure that you are staying grounded as much as you want to go and take off. You might need to connect in with yourself and into reality a little bit, just to make sure that you don't go off the deep end or go too crazy. Yeah, the energy is interesting. I think you might want to just chill out this week. Kind of just take it easy, get lots of rest. It might be a bit of a sleepy feeling week, but it's going to be good. Anything else with this? There will be lots of messages coming in. So just pay attention to the things that are happening around you, whether it's messages that pop into your head, or repeating thoughts that are positive, not the negative ones, of course, because those aren't from angels. Those are from your ego or whatever. So pay attention to those repeating thoughts of love that keep on going into your head, or these brilliant ideas that you maybe keep shoving off to the side. They keep coming up and up. Even in the real world, if you're seeing numbers repeating themselves or anything that like that, pay attention to those kinds of signs, because there will be tons of messages coming in for everybody soon. We're in a period of rapid growth and rapid evolution. So there's lots of information coming in to help you through this and to kind of point you into the direction that you need to go. You will be finding that things will be ripped from you if you're not willing to let them go when they should go. So just take an inventory of your life, check in with yourself and how you're feeling and what's going on. There could be stuff that you need to consciously release, or it will be taken from you eventually. So you can go down the path kicking or screaming, or you can go down skipping. It's totally up to you. But either way, you're going down the path. And the cards are all over the place. Theme. Okay, so what do we have to expect for the beginning of the week? Let go of self-judgment. And let go of judgment of others this week. This is really crucial in order to move forward in your life, is to let go of that self-judgment. If you're sitting back and judging yourself all the time, you're never going to get anywhere. You're not going to get to where you're going. You're not going to take any chances. And as well, with that also comes judgment of others. So living in judgment, sitting in judgment is not going to get you anywhere. It's just going to make you miserable. So for the theme of the week, we have Four of Wands. And so fours are about foundation. It's about a bit of stability. And the wands are talking about passion. So like I've said, we're in a very passionate, driven sign at the moment. We're in a very fiery energy. So pay attention to those passions in your life that are coming up for you this week. It's a bit of a foundation. You may find that somebody enters in your life this week that kind of hands you, well, she's handing off an egg, but could hand you perhaps an Easter egg, or, you know, the gift of a new opportunity or business idea. Be open to receiving whatever comes to you, and really try to step into this week with a foundation of heart, passion. What do I want? What do I love? And move forward with that, with also a foundation of gratitude. Be open to help. Be open to help from others, and help yourself make your life a little bit easier. You know, if you're spending way too much time cleaning your house every week, maybe you should hire a cleaner to help you out. It might be worth the money to spend it on that. And understanding that, you know, that assistance from others is also another very foundational part of a happy life. We can't do everything all by ourselves. We didn't get here by ourselves. So maybe it's time to accept a helping hand. And so for the beginning of the week, we have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles discusses kind of the beginning of a financial journey. She's maybe faced with some choices and some opportunities here. And the Pentacles is talking about the physical world. So job security, money, that kind of thing. So she's beginning to stock away for winter. Maybe it's time for you to decide between two opportunities financially. Those might be brought into question at the beginning of the week, or you may finding yourself deciding between, you know, two different stocks or two different jobs, or where to put your money in your life there to build a solid foundation for you to propel your passionate life forward. This is also coming back to the help too. So allow people to come in and help you, especially in the middle or at the beginning of the week. That might be a popular circumstance for many of us. So just be open to that help and allow the help to come to you and to flourish whatever it is that you want to grow and whatever your passions are. If that help is coming to you financially or, you know, just by a helping hand, just be open to it. Be open to that so that you can allow your passions to soar from you. Okay, and so, wow, we have lots of wands this week. So we have the Knight of Wands. So knights are action cards. They are about movement, forward movement. The Knight of Wands is passionate and determined. So the knight might be entering into your life. You could be stepping into the knight role in the middle of the week, or this energy could just kind of be pushing you a little bit around in a good way, of course. So it might be that little bit of an urge to move forward with your passion project or something that makes you happy, or perhaps starting a new hobby. Be careful not to get too carried away on, like I've mentioned, you know, we want to live our lives passionately, but also sometimes we need to have a foot on the ground. It's really easy to get carried away and swept up in our ambitions. And of course, you got to go for it. But we still have to plan for the worst case scenario just to be safe, because we do live on planet Earth. So be careful that you aren't going to step on anybody's toes. You're not going to go after your dreams in a way that will hurt other people. But just being cognizant and aware of the fact that you are a passionate being and you need to move forward in your life. So really harness this energy in the middle of the week to get going. Even if you are feeling super lazy and you don't really feel like movement, at least start writing things down of things that you want to do, or sitting with those feelings of passion and emotion that are really driving you and what's actually coming in. That information that's coming in to you is from your subconscious, it's from your angels, it's from the universe, it's from your own ego that's like needing a change, or your own body that's trying to communicate to you. So what are those messages that are coming in? It may not be time for action yet, but it is time for forward movement in the way, even if it is intellectually. So for the weekend, we have Knave of Pentacles. So a very passionate, very third dimensional reality centered week, because this is the Pentacles. So the Knave of Pentacles. For the weekend, to summarize it, don't be naive with your money. Make sure that you're being smart. And especially this weekend, you may be tempted by, you know, something that you want to buy, or you might be tempted to dive deep into something without too much information or too much research about it. Try not to be so naive. Try to get as much information as you can, because that is going to be the energy. It's a very fun, free, carefree type of weekend. So just make sure that you are bringing yourself back to reality and not going too far and being too frivolous with money, with your job, with your house, that kind of a thing. Make sure that you have both feet on the ground when it comes to this weekend, because you will want to fly away. And it is a balance here. So we have the choice, right? It's, for some of us, it will be the choice between money and passion. So this is a perfect example, I guess, is your dream job versus the job that pays you really well. What is more important to you? And it's really important that we don't go too far off of one end or the other, that we stay grounded and we find we come to a decision that's both realistic, but is also very passionate and will serve our soul. And so that could take some time. So just try not to just jump on the first solution that comes to you. Really sit with it and feel with it. Don't think about it, because then you will allow fear to come in and enter, but really sit with yourself and feel what's going on. Really embody each experience and see which one feels better and which one is all around good. You know, it might be so much easier for you to stay in a job that pays you really well, but your passions will kind of take the wayside as well. On the other hand, if you pick the job or opportunity that gives you lots of passions, your own security, your own sense of security might suffer a bit because the money is not there as it was. So figuring out what's most important for you, and whatever that is, there's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely no judgment. So if you do decide to do something that you may not have decided to do previously, it's all good. Just drop that self-judgment and allow yourself to move forward, because you aren't who you were a minute ago. You weren't who you were 6 years ago. So why does it have to be any different now? Allow yourself to change and evolve, and to allow your life to change and evolve. And this is what this week is all about. It's about the balance. It's about choices. And it's about wanting to move forward, but not getting too carried away and getting carried off by things that are super shiny and pretty, but maybe will end up hurting you in the end. I definitely think that there is a way to balance this. I think this is what this week is all about. It's about that choice and about that balance. And I do believe that there will be a week where it's like you can be as crazy as you want to, like take that leap of faith, and you will be caught by an abundance of angels or support. I do believe that we will have a week like that, but this week it might just be a bit of a more cautious week without allowing fear to get involved. Yes, don't get carried away in fear at all. Fear has no place in this week at all. There is nothing here that talks about fear. It's just all about finding balance, but also, you know, finding the grown-up voice and the baby voice within you, the inner child and your adult voice, and finding balance between them and choosing which one gets to reign at each moment. Get out in nature if you can. That's only going to make things easier for you. And do something nice for someone. Go leave a love note on someone's car that just makes their day or something like that. It doesn't even have to be somebody you know. Yes. So there you have it. I hope that you have a fantastic week ahead filled with fun and passion and tons of insights and not too much money spending. If you would like a private reading with me, you can email me at thejourneytospirit@gmail.com and come and see me at katiehunt.ca. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead.